So you've been mining your Pi for years now, you've passed the Pi KYC and you are probably waiting for the open mainnet. But you don't know that in the last few months, thousands of pioneers in US and also in UK have actually lost their entire balance for just a simple security measure that they actually oversighted. So looking right here on the screen is my Pi browser. If someone could actually get access to your passphrase, they can actually steal your Pi. So most people actually save their Pi passphrase, their Pi 24-word passphrase in their email or in their notes right in their device. But there are actually some hackers that can actually get that information from your phone easily. So the best way you can actually fix this issue is to write it down on a book outside of your phone. Don't save it in your phone, write it down on a piece of paper outside your phone. That is actually going to help you to keep the passphrase safe from hackers that can actually get access into your phone. So the second one I need you to actually take note of is your immediate line of defense. I want you to go to your Pi browser settings and ensure that your biometric authentication is actually turned on. This is actually going to be helpful to you in case you forget your 24-word passphrase. You can be able to input your fingerprint and still open your Pi browser. So it's also advisable that you set your phone to auto lock in 30 seconds so that whenever you leave your phone, someone cannot easily get access into your phone and unlock your Pi browser or your Pi app and steal your Pi. So this is what you need to actually take note of. So the third security measure you need to actually take note of as well is to check your step 7 and step 8. Many pioneers have unknowingly shared their passphrase on migration assistance. Now what this actually means is that you need to only sign into your wallet via the official Pi browser. If any website, even if it looks like Pi, asks you for your 24-word passphrase in order to speed up your migration, in order to earn more Pis, it is actually scam. Pi network is not going to ever ask you for your passphrase to fix a technical issue. So the fourth one I need you to actually take note of as well is to clear your Pi browser cache. You can simply go to your phone settings like this. If you go to your phone settings like this, scroll and click on apps, then go ahead and search for Pi browser and click on storage, then click on clear cache and clear the cache of your Pi browser. So you are doing this to simply ensure that no shady utility has a backdoor into your active season. So finally, the most important habit for your open mainnet era in order to keep your account safe and your Pi safe as well is by using the 0.1 rule. What this actually means is that before you ever send a large amount of Pi to an exchange or to a friend, send a tiny transaction first, at least 0.1 Pi, to that crypto exchange or to that friend in order to confirm that the exchange wallet address is actually correct, because there's actually no undo button in your Pi browser or in your Pi app. In the UK or US bank transfer, you can actually sometimes reverse the transfer, but in the Pi transaction you can't actually undo it. So you need to verify the wallet address every single time with just a simple and small Pi, 0.1 Pi. That is actually going to help you to keep your Pi safe and reduce the risk of sending a huge amount of Pi to a wrong wallet address. So in conclusion, you need to note that your Pi is your future asset. Treat it with the same respect you treat your bank accounts. So if you found these tips helpful, just do is hit the subscribe button for App Fix at the End channel. It has always been Daniel. Subscribe and hit notification bell and like this video as well. See you in the next one.